Let me teach you the system that all memory champions use in order to memorize a lot of information in a very short period of time. What's going on? Memory Master Champion Louis Angel right here with AE Mind, and I'm going to teach you how to create a memory map of your house so that you can memorize pretty much any type of information along this route and for you to be able to easily retrieve it later on. You see, I compete all over the world in memory competitions, and I'll tell you this, the key to memorization for all memory athletes is bam! Visualization. We have to become creative storytellers in order to remember the information that we're memorizing. There's 3 steps that you need to follow in order to be able to accomplish this feat. The first step is you need a location, second step is you need to visualize, and third step for long-term memory retention is you need to review the information. Now check this out, I created this free guide right here for you, and you can get it at bettermemoryguide.com. Remember to like this video, comment down below what you want me to help you memorize next. Alright, let's go. So in order to give you an example of how this works, let's look at words. Let's say you need to memorize a list of words, and the first word on that list is the word jump. Now what you want to do with the word is create an image out of it. What I would picture is this kangaroo jumpsuit right here. Then what I want to do is jump right to the first location in my memory map for my house. So that first location for me is a window. So as you see here, if that's the first location for you, picture a window there. Then what you want to do is create a little story out of this. So I would picture maybe the kangaroo jumping in and out of the window in my living room. So see that very vividly, very clearly. Because what's going to happen after you place every single one of these images for the words along a route is you want to come back to them. So for example, right here, the window, and ask yourself, what did I see there? What did we see on the window? That's right, it was a kangaroo jumping, so you translate that back into the word, which is jump. Let's go ahead and create your own memory map so you can start your journey to becoming a memory master. The first step along this process was a location. We need to create those right now, and they act as filing cabinets. So you store information nice and neat so that you can retrieve it easily later on. The first few locations that we're going to create are inside of your home. So now I'm going to walk you through this process. Go ahead and get a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, so we can go ahead and draw this out for you right here. So on your sheet of paper, as you see on the screen, go ahead and draw a big square and then subdivide it into 4 equal sections. So now what I want you to do is go ahead and picture yourself in front of your home and then open up the door to your home. What's that first room that you see as soon as you walk in? For myself, it's the living room. Alright, so what is that first room for you? Whatever that is, go ahead and label that on the top left portion of this diagram that you just created. The next room, for me, it's the bathroom. So what would that be for you? Room 2 on the top right of the sheet. Go ahead and label that room right there. And then on the bottom right, go ahead and label room number 3 for you. For me, it's a kitchen. What is it for you? And then room number 4, for me, it's my bedroom. What would that room be for you? Now, what you're going to do next is choose 5 spots in each one of these rooms in order to use them as locations. So, quick example for myself. The very first spot, as soon as I walk into my living room, is a window. Second spot is a sofa. Third is a table. Fourth is this big mirror that we have. And then 5 is a TV. So those are my first 5 spots. And I'm going clockwise, meaning on the left side, I see the window. To the right of that, I see the sofa. To the right of that, I see the table. To the right of that, I see the mirror. And then to the right of that, I see the TV. So as soon as you walk into that first room, look over to the left. What's that first thing that you see? And then go clockwise from there, choosing 4 more spots. Now, once you're done with that, go ahead and repeat the process for the other 3 rooms. At the end of this whole process, you're going to have 20 locations. Now, what I want you to do is review them. Go ahead and say them forwards, backwards, by number. What was the very first location? What was the 5th one? What was the first location in your 3rd room? Go ahead and do that, review them forwards and backwards. Pause the video right now, finish this process, and then we'll go ahead and move forward with memorizing actual information. Alright, awesome. Second step in this whole process is to visualize information along this route. Now, we're going to use a grocery list in order to help us do this, in order to help us with this process. Let's say this is your grocery list right here. You need to pick all these items up the next time that you're at the grocery store. So how would you do it? How do you memorize it? Very easy. You just attach each one of the items to a specific location along this memory map that we just created. You can actually attach more than one, but for right now, just to keep it simple, we'll attach 1 per location. On the very first location, what I want you to do is go ahead and picture apples, because that's the first thing we need to pick up from the store. So apples on the first location. So for me, it's my window. I would picture me squishing or smushing apples all up and down that window, and I see the apple juice just flowing down the window. Add a lot of action. The more action, the easier it is for you to retrieve it later on. On the second location, for me, it's a couch, so I would picture like a banana tree growing out of the couch. So I'm plucking bananas from that banana tree, and maybe I'm sitting on the bananas on the couch. I don't know, the weirder you make it, the more vivid, the more action you add to it, the more senses you add to it. So what does it feel like what does it smell like, the easier it is for you to retrieve it later on. The third thing we need to pick up is water. So for me, I would picture that on my table. I'm pouring water all over the table that I have there on my third location. So water, table, what does it feel like? What do you hear? Maybe you hear the dripping sound coming down from the side of the table, or whatever location number 3 is for you. See water doing something on that location. Number 4 is toothpaste. Maybe I'll just picture myself just squirting toothpaste all over the 4th location, which is a mirror for myself. So I'll see this huge mirror and I'm just like squirting toothpaste and making funny characters on the mirror. Alright, so picture toothpaste on your 4th location. What is that for you? So number 5 is toilet paper. I would maybe picture myself like throwing the toilet paper on the TV and it's just like rolling down the side of the TV, and now I can't see anything that's on right now. So what would that 5th location be for yourself? And then see yourself adding toilet paper to that location. Add a lot of action. Step 3 in this entire process is to review the information that we're memorizing. This is going to cement the information into our long-term memory. So let's go ahead and jump right in. What was the very first thing that we needed to pick up from the grocery store? See the first location? That's right, we need to pick up apples. So what's the second thing we need to pick up from the grocery store? It was bananas. We saw bananas along that path right there, along that location. Third thing, try water. And then 4th, toothpaste. And 5th, that's right, it was toilet paper. Now let's go a little faster. Now that you kind of get the hang of it, let's jump over to our second room. See those 5 locations in that second room? We're going to attach these 5 other things that we need to pick up from the grocery store along this route in your second room. Now what I want you to see now is bread on your 6th location overall, or first location in the second room. So see bread doing something, interacting with this location. In the second location in your second room, I want you to see peanut butter doing something on that spot. The 8th thing we need to pick up from the grocery store is milk. I want you to see milk doing something and interacting very vividly with a lot of action. Add as many senses as you can to that next spot in your second room. The 9th thing we need to get is a pen. So I want you to maybe picture yourself scribbling all over the 4th location in the second room, scribbling with a pen. Last thing is sunscreen. I want you to picture sunscreen on your 5th location. So maybe picture even like the sun coming out as you pour sunscreen on that 5th location in your second room. Alright, the last little review, which will be an overall review with the test. I want you to write down all 10 things on a sheet of paper that we just memorized. So see the very first location, going over to the 10th location. What was every single one of the things that we memorized along this route? Alright, here are the answers. How'd you do? Did you get them all right? If you did, perfect. If you didn't, it's probably just because the action wasn't strong enough. Remember, the stronger the action, the easier for you to retrieve that information that you memorized along the route. I'm going to be teaching you in later videos how to create these maps from pretty much anywhere that you go, from a coffee shop to an amusement park. Now here's the thing, you don't have to use this just to memorize a grocery list. You can use this also to memorize a to-do list, memorize directions, or memorize school materials such as your history information, your science information. Medical students, you can use this to memorize anatomy, and business professionals, you can use this to memorize information about your products. This is essentially an endless supply of information that you can learn using this process of creating memory maps and storing information along this route. I'll be teaching you in later videos. So thank you so much for watching this. Like the video, comment down below what you want me to help you memorize next, subscribe, and get the free guide at bettermemoryguide.com. I'll see you on the next few videos. Watch them right here. Peace out. I'm out. Keep learning, keep growing.